Hi all, I'm Sarah. I'm known online now everywhere, finally, as PhDancersTeapot. So if you look that up, pretty much anywhere you'll find me. I've come to talk to you today because I'm thinking about making something called Patreon. So what is Patreon? Patreon is a platform to allow you to become a patron for someone's creative work. So just like in the olden days, people like Shakespeare had patrons who were, like rich aristocrats who gave money to get him to write plays because they wanted to see plays. You can become a patron for someone's creative work. You don't need to spend lots of money like they did. You can sponsor someone for as little as $1 a month towards their creative outputs. So there's usually graded rewards that the artist will give you. So the more you want to give them, the better stuff they're going to give you, and that's usually kind of insider views of how they do stuff. What am I going to give you? I haven't totally decided on everything yet, but certainly for my big kind of rewards, if you're donating quite a bit a month, I'd probably look at putting you into stories, or creating settings and places that you really want to see that maybe come out of your dreams, or places that you kind of imagine but you really want them made into a real story. I can do that stuff for you, and I think it will create some really good stories in the process. And yeah, I'd really like to know what you'd like to have from me in terms of reward stuff, and especially little things that I can easily give you along the way. What am I going to show you on here? Mostly writing stuff. I'm going to do some work which is towards having videos where I do like adult story time, play school for grown-ups, kind of, sit down and relax with your cup of tea and hear a story or a poem. I'll also be doing, hopefully, some of my photography stuff and illustration that will probably go with the stories a little bit. So I'm kind of going to try to tie all the art together, in that if I'm doing something visual, it will hopefully kind of go with the things I'm writing in some way or other, and I'll kind of have themes. You can suggest them. I also make little videos sometimes, and I'm trying to get a bit into arts journalism, so you might get to hear about a few other arts places or artists of some kind who I have met and had the opportunity to maybe film or interview, and so I'll write about them or make a little video about them. I want to use these funds to get myself more art materials, to be able to maybe explore more, have more opportunities to go see settings I'd like to write about, and the main one, to self-publish stuff, get stuff printed, framed, be able to have some hard copies maybe of my poetry book that I can actually give physically to people. One thing you can rely on is that I'll nearly always have a cup of tea, and I really recommend that you don't view any of my stuff without tea or hot chocolate. Get into tea. But yeah, thanks for coming to listen to me, and yeah, this should be fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing if it works and hopefully publishing some stuff with your help. You can come here to check out extra bits that only you can see. So that should be some fun.